This at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get...
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
He's going to air one out. He's good.
He's set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Touchdown, Chargers! Gerald Everett from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And a broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
Touchdown!
Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be knocked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance according to Next Gen Stats. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Herbert now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown.
3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now, with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Herbert on first down now. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Herbert's pass, complete to Williams. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, Eckler. That one a first down pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Herbert.
They'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
They'll roll him out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Only about a yard there as he
For the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
touchdown, Chargers!
Josh Palmer from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
The Chargers will line up for the 10-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
A few minutes ago, this has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They snap it to Herbert. And Allen's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Here's Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Herbert now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here's Mahomes.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. This from 33. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 9-point game. And that miss should just about write a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Well, seeing from the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just scared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hey, red one. Attack!
Mahomes will try again on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Grant, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
On third down, they go with Singletary. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. He's got room past the 30. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And hitting Juju on the slant.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Going to go on 4th down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Allen.
Open man downfield is Davis. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll run on first down with Moss. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen.
He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen now on first down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on fourth down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
The kick by Bass is good.
And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how it...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 17, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run by Singletary.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Allen to throw it.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee,
and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They go right back to Singletary.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help some points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker as to run over to his hip.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyler Matakevich, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going. So, you know, I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down.
Let's go!
Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Mahomes steps away. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes.
And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the fourth, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Here's Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Down to about the 32.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
96 yards rushing now for Singletary, and he's got a 1st down.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Singletary again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Yards remain on 2nd down. On the give, this is Singletary. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.